All right. So I get there and I see them. They're all looking the other way because they thought I was coming from that way. And then I was like, hello? And they all had my signs. So I made these signs that just said different things. And they were all holding them. And I got there and Chewy came over and he grabbed my bike because I had to get off of it. And I was done. I just rode 700 miles for a cause that I believe in. There was one part that I forgot. My mom said, and Mom, I love you. She said when she was dropping me off that morning, she said, if we should go further, why we should go so you don't have to go that far. And again, I love my mother. She's just looking out for her daughter. And a lot of people would think that, like, drive for further. But for me, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm doing it how I said I was going to do it. I said 100 miles. Excuse me. I said 100 miles. I don't want to cut the 100 miles. That's not the type of person I am. So I kept getting annoyed with things, little things like that. Like, people need to stop approaching my situation how they would handle it. We're different people. But anyway, so I completed my ride. It ended up being 104 miles that day. The elevation for the whole trip was about 29,000. I have the... Hold on. Let me see how many hours. It was 29,354 feet of elevation, 12 days on the bike, 67 hours on the bike. And so I got there and it was really nice to see the support that I had. You know, Chewy's like a brother to me. He's always been supportive of this cause and what I do. And he's like a voice of reason for me. Sometimes when I'm feeling crazy, he's always there for me. And he's literally like a brother. And he's been supportive of the whole thing. Like, helping me with stuff on the list, donating to the cause. Just whatever he can do, he's been there. And he drove there from North Carolina. He got an Airbnb to make sure that I was comfortable that night. So I really appreciate Chewy for that. And for everything. He's always there for me. Like, I love Chewy. My mom was there. She drove down there from Massachusetts. James and Beans were there. People I met on Mixer, they live in Virginia, so they came. I know James had kind of a bit of a ride too. Bacalao came. He was from Richmond. He came from Richmond, so he had quite a drive. And he came to see me finish and then left. Like, just that, I love that he just literally came just to see me finish and then just to be there. Faye came. She drove from Ohio. I can't even talk. Nikki and her boyfriend came. They drove from Maryland. And then Mark came from Pennsylvania. And then Logo came. He lives in Virginia. But Matt, I saw them the next day. But Max literally drove from Pennsylvania just to see me and be there for me. So, you know, a lot of times people think, and the part of growing is a lot of how you train your mind and how you control what you do and what you say and what you think. Like, a lot of people can't say that they have their thoughts under control. You know, a lot of times you want to say, people don't support me. You want to judge what somebody chooses to support, right? Like, a lot of and I'm going to be open and honest. because that's who I am. A lot of the times I say to myself, look at half the stuff that these people, like for instance, let's say this person stays retweeting something either negative or from somebody that's famous and could give a damn about them. But they'll be in my messages, in my inbox telling me how proud I am. Like you can't retweet or you can't say a single thing publicly to support, but you can do this. And again, I'm telling you these are thoughts that go through your head, and everybody does it, so don't try to play like you don't. Everybody does it. You think those things. And a lot of people will go and post something, like a subliminal message about it, right? And this is just the example I'm using. It could go many different ways for some people, for different people, but you go and post something about it. Like, and so many times and not everybody will get what I'm saying, but no, I won't say that. But that's what people will do. They'll post the negative part of what they're thinking, right? When what you need to be doing is reevaluating the thoughts that you're having, which I do. I reevaluate that, and I remember who does support me. Why do I care about these people that don't support me? If they don't want to support me, they don't have to. That's their right. Be grateful for the ones that do, the ones that are here, the ones that are reaching out to you if they can't be here. Those are the ones you need to worry about. It's none of your business what other people care about, what other people support. It's not my job to make them want to support me the most. Like, it's not my job. I don't care about that. I care about the people that are here right now, the people that have sacrificed their time to come see me, the people that, if they couldn't come see me, they reached out to let me know that they were proud of me, that they support me. It's those people that I want to remember, which is why that's who I post about. That's who I'm grateful for. And that's what a lot of people need to figure out. Like, those thoughts that I'm saying, like the negative ones about that, you're human. You're allowed to have those thoughts. But what you do with those thoughts, what you choose to put your energy into when it comes to those thoughts, is what's going to determine your success and what's going to determine your happiness. I could choose to be salty about the percent that doesn't support me, but I choose not to. I choose to love and be grateful for the ones that I have. Because you know what? Not everybody has those people. I do. I'm lucky. One of the lucky ones. And I am grateful for it. Beyond grateful. So that's my trip. I was really homesick. Me and Brinks were homesick. The ride home was long. Ride home was long. I went to the gym that night, the night I got home from the 10-hour ride. And I started thinking about what I'm going to do next. And I've been off work this week, and I've had a lot of time thinking. And I know there's some things I need to change in my life right now. And my next step is working on those things. And I'm not done raising awareness for 22 veterans a day. I'm not done. This video was a recap of the trip, not necessarily to raise awareness, but just a recap of everything. And what's why I want you to see the inside of it. I have videos and pictures, I just haven't posted them. But I'm not done raising awareness. Right now, I feel like I'm honestly mentally recovering, physically recovering still, and just working on the next step in my life and staying motivated. So yeah, I thank everybody that donated. I think everybody from the streaming community that has supported me through other people's discords, retweets, personal text messages, DMs. It did mean a lot. It did help push me through the support. Believe me, I didn't expect everybody to make it. If you couldn't make it, life happens. I appreciate you all. Yeah. Family, friends, everybody. This isn't it for me. But obviously you gotta kind of get back to life for a little bit before you can do something else. I'm not a millionaire. I can't just jump into the next big adventure. But just what I would say is you could have all the money in the world and still not have purpose. I hope that I would love to see more people find their purpose in what they are good at and what they believe in and go for that instead of seeing the same thing for the last 2 years over and over and over again. It's not bashing because that was me. I was that same person that literally was stuck in a rut, that knew there was something more for them, but was stuck in alcoholism and depression and couldn't get out of it. But then I finally did. And honestly, I did it my way. And my way is definitely not one I would suggest for everybody because it doesn't work for everybody. But some things work for some people, some don't. Like therapy doesn't work for me. Meetings don't work for me. I've been 62 days sober now, and it feels different than when I've ever been sober. I'm a different person now. And when I go back to work, I'm going back with a different perspective and a different attitude because I don't want to be unhappy in the place that I work. So I'm going to change my attitude because that's what I need to do. But thank you all again. Thank you everybody that supported me. I love you all. Thank you. Hello.